I apologize for the glare. I'm wearing my glasses today, so bear with me, guys. You probably have heard by now from every adult in your life that looks don't matter. And you probably know that that's not true because all the kids at your school that are attractive are the most popular and most liked and most accepted. What the adults in your life are trying to get across is that looks are not necessarily an indication of someone's character, their talents, or their worth. So what you're probably thinking is, okay, but I want to be popular and I want to be accepted and I want to be liked, but I'm not necessarily like the hottest thing walking this campus. No problem, you don't have to be. What's better than looking good? Being good at something. And what's even better than that is being confident whether you look good, you're good at something, or none of the above. Here's a quick way to be able to increase your self-confidence and your self-worth. Even if you don't feel like you're good at anything, even if you don't feel like you have anything to offer, I guarantee you that you do, so we're gonna find out what it is. Here we go. We're gonna do a really quick exercise that will help you identify the things that make you shine and what makes you special. And hopefully if you spend enough time focusing on these things rather than focusing on the things that you can't do or the areas where you don't feel like you measure up, it will make you feel better about yourself and it will remind you that every single one of us is really special and really unique and we all have something that makes us shine. Get out a pen and paper and I want you to begin to make a list of every single thing that you like to do to have fun. So it can be you like to travel, you like to go to parties, you like to cheerlead, you like to play football, you like to listen to music. It doesn't matter. Make the list as long as you want. Think really hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. The first thing that comes to your mind, write it down. Second list is I want you to think about everybody that you admire. It can be someone in your class. It can be a sports figure. It can be a politician. It can be someone in your family. Write down their name, and next to their name, write down the thing about them that you admire most. So for example, if you have a friend that seems to be really fearless and they're willing to try things that would scare you, or they don't seem to have any reservation about putting themselves out there, being outgoing, next to that person's name, write fearless. Or if you have another friend that seems really confident and nothing seems to stop them from putting themselves out there and, you know, getting up on stage and singing a solo or running for class president, put next to their name, confidence. And maybe there's someone else in your life who's really compassionate. They spend a lot of time dedicating their time to people who are less fortunate. They seem to always be in tune with what others' needs are. Put next to their name, compassionate. And here's a secret. The thing that you are attracted to in someone else is something that is inside of you as well. Like attracts like. I'm sure you guys have heard of that in science class already. The thing that we are attracted to in other people are usually parts of ourselves that we see reflected in that person. Look at your list and look at all of these attributes and characteristics that you admire in someone else. Just know that those qualities are available inside of you as well. All we need to do is stop focusing on the outside and what the other person has and focusing on increasing those qualities and attributes in ourselves. I want you to write down every single thing you're really, really good at. It can be a talent, it can be a gift, it could be something that you just people recognize you for and you don't necessarily recognize it as a talent because it comes so easy to you. Write it down. So for example, you might write down that you are really good at singing, you seem to forgive easily, you are patient, maybe you're really good at problem solving, maybe you ace every math test you take, or science just makes total sense to you and it seems to confuse all your classmates. Maybe you're really good at basket weaving or holding your breath underwater. I don't know. You've got to figure these things out for yourself. What if you can't think of anything or you only have 2 things on the list? Now is the time to ask your friends and your family and even your teachers, what am I good at? What do you recognize me for? Or what seems to stand out in me that is unique? I want on every single one of these lists that we're writing down at least 10 items because I want you guys to have a lot to work with. The next step is I want you to spend every single day doing at least one thing from each one of your lists. So for example, on my fun list, I have reading. I love to read. It's one of my favorite things to do next to sleeping. So I know that sounds super lame, but this is me, this is my list, and this is what makes me special. So every single day I read at least 10 pages of my favorite book. So on my second list, I have a friend that I admire. And this friend of mine is so fearless and she just doesn't let anything keep her from being her most authentic self. So she's not afraid of what people think about her. She doesn't care what anyone has to say about her. So every single day I think, what would I do if I was this friend? Or how would I behave? What would I do differently today if I was this friend and I was this fearless and I didn't care at all what others thought about me? How would I behave? And I write down a couple things and then I try and make it a point to do those things throughout the day. So the third thing on my list is I'm really good at problem solving. And I'm not only good at it, but I really enjoy it. I incorporate problem solving, hence this video. If you're doing things that you think are fun, if you are demonstrating attributes that you admire and you're engaging in your talents, I guarantee at the end of every single day, you're gonna feel at least a little bit better about yourself. And that's the whole point, is that if we can feel at least a little bit better about ourselves every single day, then over time we'll feel a lot better about ourselves. Like I said in the beginning, looks do matter, we all know it, but they matter a lot less than feeling good about yourself, being good at something, and having a lot of confidence. Make your list, take an inventory, at least once a week, update your list, add things to it, update how you incorporate it into your daily activities, and I guarantee you that after a while, if you're consistent with it, you will definitely feel better about yourself, and you'll look better because you'll feel better. So good luck and be awesome.